we have coaches on our staff, myself included, that have that experience, having an opportunity to win 10 games under Coach Stahl, to have an opportunity in 2000 when we won the WAC championship. Robert Rodriguez, played on the 2004-05 teams that went to back-to-back bowl games. It means something because when you relay experiences, you're not BSing them. You're telling them exactly how it was. And I think we know the formula it takes to win here. And it's just getting our kind of guys, all right? Again, I'll mention it a million times, I ain't concerned about stars and all that crap. I'm concerned about getting the kind of guys in this program that fit this program. Guys that have a burning desire to get a degree, guys that want to play football at 100%, and guys that have a work ethic. If they don't have any of that, they ain't going to make it here. And if we get enough of those type of guys, you're going to see the turnaround like you're seeing right now. Because these kids are buying into that. And the kids that are going to be coming into this program are going to buy into that or they won't be here. So that's how it's done around here. And there is a winning formula here. I wouldn't have taken this job if I didn't think I could win here. And we're going to do it.
Certainly you're a great example of that. But Brian and Robert probably maybe as good an example of that as anyone.
They've lived through it. They played on those teams. And Brian Natkin's class, man, I kind of liken it to the same class that I came in with. It was a bunch of guys that just got together and said, you know what, this losing sucks. Enough's enough. Let's do something about it. His class was the exact same thing. They had the same mentality. They had the same work ethic. They had the same goals. And they stopped it. And Robert Rodriguez's class did the same thing. And, it's just about believing, like you mentioned. And these kids believe that they can win. And they like the taste of winning. And I don't think they want to go back to where they were.
If you'll humor me with one more here, just that said, how do you get the fans believing? Because the difference between 04 and 05, the last winning season here, and this season is almost 20,000 fans a game. We're kind of miffed by it. We don't understand it, but
yeah, I don't have the answer for that. I'm not going to go out and stand in my head and juggle to try to get fans to come here. My job is to get a winning football team out there that competes and plays with passion, and I feel we're doing that. But I will say this, the fans that are at the game, they're boisterous, they're loud, they're vocal. Those are the fans that I care about, so I'm not even concerned about that. I'm concerned about my football team.
Thanks,
Coach, why is your offensive line so much better this year than last year?
Well, they're more physical, and it was kind of tough last year because I looked down on the scout team every day and saw Will Hernandez and Derek Elmendorf just physically dominating our starting defensive linemen that were seniors, knowing the fact that they're better than what we're playing with on the field. But we stuck with our plan of redshirting most of our guys. Now they're doing it out on the field. We're going to continue to develop linemen. We're going to continue to bring in linemen. We're going to continue to upgrade our size and try to upgrade our talent. I feel right now there's some young linemen that may surpass those guys. And this thing's going to be built on offensive linemen and defensive linemen and develop them. I think Spencer Leftwich has done an unbelievable job with these guys. They've given up 9 sacks on the year in 10 games. They're rushing for 225 yards a game. Jamil's rarely been touched. I don't think he's taken just an extreme hit all year long. And for a young group that had never played together going into a year, I think Spencer Leftwich gets all the credit for that, and their work ethic should get all the credit for that. And I like some of the young guys that are in the waitings getting ready to play next year and the year beyond.
What about Jarrell Watkins, senior leadership?
Yeah, he's tough, and he's got the demeanor that you want. He's the type of guy that if somebody ain't doing the job, he'll choke them out, and literally. And he's got that kind of enforcer mentality, and you need one of those guys on your offensive line. He's that guy. And you got a guy like Eric Lee that's really upgraded our athleticism at the center position, which we do utilize a lot of pulling. And then our 2 guards, I think they're very physical. They're my kind of linemen. And the sleeper of the group, in my mind, has been Jerome Daniels. He has steadily, every week, gotten better, and he's been a quality performer for us. He's played every snap all year.
Obviously the job's not done, but how rewarding is it to see guys buying into that winning formula and that physical mentality that you guys are coming out on both sides of the ball each week?
Well, it's rewarding to me as a coach just to see smiles on these guys' faces because they really are starting to believe. Even today, we go out one day after playing a game and, after a big win, you would expect maybe there's an energy drop. All those kids came out, they're excited, they're flying around in practice today, they're having fun. I think these guys are just really starting to understand the harder you work, the more fun the game of football is because it's easier on Saturdays. There's no magic formula to just go out there and put on your pants and go play football. It don't work that way. You got to work and you got to put in your dues during the week and have that payoff on Saturdays. And we always talk about every day's a work day, and we talk about Saturday being fun day. And I think the players are starting to understand that, and they're flying around and they're having fun on Saturdays. And as a head coach, I couldn't be happier.
How do you get the fans believing? Because the difference between 04 and 05, the last winning season here, and this season is almost 20,000 fans a game. We're kind of miffed by it. We don't understand it, but
Yeah, I don't have the answer for that. I'm not going to go out and stand in my head and juggle to try to get fans to come here. My job is to get a winning football team out there that competes and plays with passion, and I feel we're doing that. But I will say this, the fans that are at the game, they're boisterous, they're loud, they're vocal. Those are the fans that I care about, so I'm not even concerned about that. I'm concerned about my football team.